Hi, it's Maggie Davis, aka Mini Minx, on YouTube and the Captain. I'd just like to share with you this Travellers Notebook, junk journal, diary, keepsake, scrapbook, really whatever you want to use it as. So it's a Travellers Notebook size, it's 8 inches by 4 inches, that's roughly about 20.5 centimetres by 10. There's one signature in it. I'm not sure how many pages are in it, I don't think I counted it. But anyway, it's this beautiful flowery paper, and you could write the word journal on there if you wanted, or your name, or whatever you're using it for, because if it's a traveller's notebook and you may be using it for on your travels, then maybe you want to write wherever it is you've been. If you're taking it on holiday. It's a little easy tie, black tie closure, and it's got a metal heart key charm, and I've just put a little bead on it and a parrot clasp there. So you could clip it off and use it elsewhere if you chose, in the journal. Probably would stand, I'm not really sure, but and you get quite a bit in it, so we'll have a wee look and see what's inside it. It's the same paper on the back. It's actually got a really nice feel of that paper, it's soft. I've inked the edges here. It's the paper, it's actually like thick card, the paper. Then a bit stamping, so there's ephemera, what have I said, not much. Various papers, I've got glimmer mist pages in here, pockets, tuck spots and ephemera, lots of place for you to put your own. So I've made a little pocket out the word love there, this ticket, and I've made a pocket with it. Stamped up here, and you could colour that in if you chose, which is quite nice. It's flowery pattern in there, flowers on the edge. I stamped this tag, wee bit ephemera here, and a word search here. So when you've got a spare 5 minutes, I always think things like this are mindful pages. You know, some mindful pages are colouring in, but just sitting on your coffee break, or if you're a bit stressed out and whatever, take 5 minutes and do the little crossword or colour in. And I've put on this leaf, like, oh, it was a metal die that I've cut it out and put it on because I thought it looked quite nice. Bit stamping there with butterflies, bit more stamping with hearts there, and a heart die cut here on the edge. And this little die cut, so you could put a picture there, a picture underneath, and that's nice paper in itself. It's got little butterflies and roses on it. Hope you can see that. And I've done a bit stamping here and a flower, and I've made it into a die cut. So a little owl being stamped on the front of that, and I've just made it into a little notelet. So they're just creating some places for journaling, etc. And 2 little butterflies there on that paper, pretty cute. So I've stamped down there, I think it's a bit of washi tape actually, and I've stamped down it on a bit of the paper that's in this book. So again, any words with any bad language or whatever, just staple it over, or if there's a word in there that you don't like, please just Tipp-Ex it over, sorry, or get a felt pen, or put a picture over it, anything. And this is like glimmer mist being used on this. Some die cuts. I've stamped that image on it, so it's a vase with some flowers. You could colour them in. Felt pens, crayons, paint. A bit stamping here on that paper. It says, "Hope your day is as sweet as you are," stamped at the top, and a little tack and a tuck spot there. A little doggy there. That's cute. And I've put this on, so again a little bit of a die cut. It's an envelope being embossed on that, and it's a bit of a tuck spot there that you could put something in. Here, the bumper Scottish joke book here, so obviously I've taken pages for a joke book, so again, if there's anything in it, well, that's just a page of it, but if there was a joke in here that might be sometimes Scottish words, I'm Scottish, sometimes if there's anything, whatever, if it's on the page, just Tipp-Ex it over if you didn't like it. There we go. I've put little corner frames there on die cuts I've just put on that. I thought it looked quite nice. I didn't think I didn't glue, I glued these bits but not the inner, so you could tuck something just underneath that wee bit and underneath that like a photo on there or something, a ticket or something like that, a ticket stub, or if you've been to the cinema, you know, and it's a memory that you want to keep, then the ticket stub of that. I tend to do car parking places when I go on holiday and I've parked at an area. Some of them do have where you are on it, and well, and sometimes you don't, so you have to write it on. But I usually keep the car stubs. I think they're great memories. So here I've made a little side pocket, and I've just put in some tags in there, and a little notebook that I've stamped with oh, it's 2 single ones, sorry. I've rounded the edges on them and it's 2 hearts. I thought it was one that opened up, but I've made it into 2 separate ones there and rounded the edges on it. So you could journal, a little butterfly down in that corner. And this is quite nice paper as well. It's quite soft paper. Another butterfly there. So various pages on this paper, lined paper, glimmer mist paper. Hope today is as sweet as you are again on there with a butterfly, but isn't that just bra paper, eh? It's like flowers on that, but you could colour them in. And of course the little butterflies at the side I feel goes with that paper. And some stamping there. So there's quite a few pages, as I said, different sizes. That vase stamped there. And a butterfly on that paper, which I like as well. I think it's rather... butterflies I love. And a little dog there that you could colour in. So here's a mindful page. So as I say, on that coffee break, if you need to chill out, you could colour in wee bits of that, just with pencils or something, you know, whatever you choose. So I made a little belly band here out of what looks like pearls. And I've just put a page, well, just cut out a bit of a handmade just to make it look like a notebook. So really you could just stick something over the top of that. So again, like ticket stubs or car parking stubs or whatever could go into there. Right, and it just does slots in there. It's just because I'm doing that at a side angle, and you've got a little tab label type thing here. So you could glue that somewhere. I mean, looking on the front of the book, you technically could put it on there, but I think it would clash a little bit with the papers, but you could put it somewhere else in here. That's the back of it. Nice paper there as well. Right, a bit more pages. Hope today's as sweet as you are, so I've just used that throughout. And I've put this die cut on, an intricate die that's been done out, and I've glued down here and at the top so you could slip something underneath it in there. I hope you can see that. And I wanted to show the contrast of the paper underneath. So this is the centre of the signature. I've made 2 tucks, side pockets here, and I've glued these hearts on. So you got a little bit of ephemera in there. You could glue that somewhere and make it a tuck spot, just a wee bit from a book. And as I say, if there's any bad words on it or inappropriate words, just Tipp-Ex them out. Another little scrap here of a book and a little bit of that. It's an aged book, that one. And I think it was a Scottish book that I used on that. It could have been to do with Rabbie Burns with his poems. I'm a bit of a fan. Excuse me. I'm a bit of a fan of Rabbie Burns, a Casanova in his day. Good grief! But I like his. I'm looking for that thing. I liked some of his poems as I got older. Not when I was younger, but when I got older, I actually quite liked the stories and gone to Ayr and seeing where his cottage was and things like that. Ayr in bonnie Scotland. It was freezing when we went there. I took my girls, my husband and I, when my girls were younger, and so it's just little bits of ephemera, so it's just offcuts of the pages or whatever and paper, but I still thought they would be nice. I mean, you could stick them like that and have that as a flip up. So there's a little, try to open it. Can you stick the back of it like that, or you could glue down the sides of that and have that as a tuck spot and then a flip up. I mean, it's really up to yourself. Put a bit of double-sided tape or whatever on it, or a bit of glue here and there. So that's your centre, and I've stamped that on it, which we've seen in the journal. And that's been glued down here, a little bit there, a little bit there, but it is a tuck spot in there. So you could tuck something underneath there. Right. So a few die cuts here and there that I've just stuck on through papers that I thought matched this Travellers Notebook. So again, a little envelope, it's been embossed on there as an envelope, and I think I've made it into it, well, maybe a very small tuck spot there that you could tuck something under. Hope today is as sweet as you are, and I've stamped a flower on there. Now all my stamping with inks, etc. I do after I've made my journal, so they're maybe not perfect, and that's fine by me. Things look nicer sometimes when they're not. If it's perfect, you'd probably go to the shop to buy one. When it's handmade, I like that it's got, you know, that it looks like it's handmade, etc. So I've made a little pocket here glued down the side. You could write on that journal, a bit washi tape, done in the shape of like a banner or whatever. And this little bit of ephemera, Genevieve Designs, that one came from, which is like a postcard on there, and I've just fussy cut around it. So you could journal on the back of that. So mindful page again, I'll just try to show you the pages. But I cut all my nails down because they were a bit of a mess, and so I'm finding it hard on the paper to flip the pages. So here another big tag like that we've saw, and I've stamped that vase of flowers on there, which I think is quite cute. It's a nice die. I've made that little shaped, just using cuts, so find me I'm laughing at it, but I like it. Could be like a wigwam with a circle on it. A little heart there. So that's Glimmer Mist paper here that I've squirted with Glimmer Mist and let it dry in. It was a change for coffee or tea stain papers. And that one there, I'm not sure if that's a tuck spot. Yeah, it is a little tag. I've handmade this little envelope. It's got little hearts on it. If you look up close, little white hearts there. You could put something on the front. And I've just put a little bit of ephemera on here, which is the colours that you've seen throughout. So basically a couple of these beautiful hearts. They've got the edging on them. I like that, the stitched edging. They are tab tops if you fold them over. That's a tab top that way. So if you wanted to put onto your page, that's what that is, like that. There's another one there in polka dot, so you just fold it on the crease line and make it into a tab top, right? And then two more of those tags, labels that either you could put on the front, like I said, and then you could write something on the front if you wanted it on the front of your book. But I thought the colours went nice, and this is quite thick, this one, because it's been made out of card, so you can see there the space in it. Handmade, probably done on my little envelope box thing. Well, wouldn't be for the box, but it was for the envelopes, I think, that I made it. So some more pages of lined paper, plain papers, little bit of ephemera here in a tuck spot, journal behind it, and a little side pocket, and it's a tag there, which I thought roses went nice with the papers. Right, so we're getting close to the end. Oh, and that little one as well, those frames. I've glued this side, left underneath. I can't do it with my nails, but you should be able to tuck something in that side, on that one, and underneath there, because it's just the side bits that I've glued down. Okay, so you could put a picture or something in there. Lined papers here. These are just pages from books with, well, obviously lined papers new. Some stamped images of hearts on there, and one of those hearts, I've glued part of it down, and you've got this bit of ephemera, so you could journal on the back, journal on the front, put a picture in here. Some tile lips, or you could actually glue part of that down again and make that into a tuck spot along here, along there, and you could have a tuck spot if you did it in the middle and a tuck spot that side. Tile up to yourself, how you do it. Yeah, I think here is, I think that is Rabbi Burns there, that picture there. I can't remember, but I think it is. So if you're Scottish, let's see on the back, it is. It's about Tam O'Shanter, a play I did in primary 7 at my, obviously at primary school. Yeah. So it was Tam O'Shanter, Robbie Burns, sorry, and that was I'm talking about. He did the poem about Tam O'Shanter, but he did it as a school play. So it's a tuck spot here. And the reason I couldn't be bothered when I was younger with it is when we had to read things out, and I didn't like reading out in front of the class. So when I got older, I'm still not that keen, but I can do it now that I'm older. Not that I'm in a class or anything, but I just found it when I was younger quite intimidating. I don't know, I was, quite nervous about it. But anyway, the drama teacher expected you to have all this expressions and whatever as you talked and whatever. Well, when you're a kid and you're in P7, some of us are quite shy, and some drama teachers don't quite get that. Anyway, I've die cut out this one, made it's a die cut, and I think that's beautiful as well. The kiddie matches, well, it's pink and purple there. Large tag, so I've done the pocket, mimicked the front. This you can journal on. Mimic the inside of the front, sorry, and I've stamped on the flowers, and that's the back of the journal. So this is for sale on my Etsy, MinxCreationsUK. It is up for sale already, but I just thought, let's show the journal. So showing you the pages like that, and it comes with this black cord, tie closure, very simple, just wrap it around, and this bronze keycharm. So I've just added on a little bead there and a parrot clasp on there. And I thought that looked cute on it. So many thanks for watching. Have a lovely day. Bye.